Hi students, so in this video I am going to discuss wave nature of electromagnetic radiation which is also known as wave theory. Wave theory. So right guys, in previous class we have discussed Rutherford's atomic model. So now in that atomic model there are two major drawbacks. So first one guys, he failed to explain the stability of atom. And the second one, he failed to explain the line spectrum of hydrogen. So now these two limitations were overcome by Bohr's atomic model. So now guys, in order to understand the Bohr's atomic model, so now we must have idea about the wave nature of the light or wave nature of the radiation. Okay. So now before enter the topic, let me define what is a radiation. So radiation is a form of energy. Radiation is a form of energy and which is emitted by a charged body when it is under vibration or during the oscillations. Okay, radiation is a form of energy which is emitted by a charged body or hot body. So during the vibration or oscillations. So now this concept guys which was introduced by James Maxwell. So now here in this wave theory, few postulates are given. So now let us see one by one. Energy is emitted by a body continuously and is known as radiant energy. Okay, so now here body means it may be a charged body, it may be a hard body, and it may be a sun, whatever it is. So now that emits energy continuously. This one is important guys in this one. So now he told that from a charged body, energy is emitted continuously. That emitted energy is known as radiant energy. Radiant energy or radiation with certain amount of energy. Second postulate guys, the radiation which is composed by electric field, magnetic field. Right? First radiation means I told you, radiation means which is a form of energy emitted by a charged body during the oscillations or vibrations. Now the radiation which is composed by electric field and magnetic field is known as electromagnetic radiation. The given radiation in which both electric field and magnetic field, if both are present, then which is known as electromagnetic radiation. Now in this electromagnetic radiation, this electric field and magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other, or both in the radiation oscillates perpendicularly. And next one, they are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So in their moving path, when radiation is moving in a particular path, so now both are perpendicular to each other. So now you can see the diagram of the electromagnetic radiation. So right guys, so now here there are two waves are there. So one of the wave represents electric field or electric component and another one represents magnetic field. These two are perpendicular to each other. Between the electric field and magnetic field, so the angle is 90 degrees, that is right angle. So now to the direction of propagation, both are perpendicular to each other. So now guys, this electromagnetic radiation contains wave nature. So they travel in the form of waves. Next one, they travel with the velocity that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So guys, actually we have different types of electromagnetic radiations. So one of the wave property is there, which is known as wavelength. Wavelength. So due to the difference in the wavelength, we can classify the electromagnetic radiations into several types. So in all the electromagnetic radiations, electric field, magnetic field both are present, but they are different in their wavelength. So next I will explain the wave properties. In the properties I will explain you what is this wavelength. Right. So however, all the electromagnetic radiations, they travel with 3 to 10 power 8 meters in 1 second time. In 1 second time, all the electromagnetic radiations can travel 3 to 10 power 8 meters per second. And the next for last one, guys, they do not require a medium. So generally we know one thing, guys, sound requires medium to travel, either solid or liquid or gas. If there is no medium, then sound not able to travel. I will give you an example, guys. So now when you observe the distance between Earth and the next one Sun. So now Sun emits radiation, which is also known as light. Next heat, and next one sound. Okay, these three are emitted by Sun. Okay, so now you see, guys. So here in our Earth atmosphere, up to certain height, atmosphere is present. Atmosphere means that is a blanket of the air. So now beyond the air, guys, nothing is present between the Sun and the next one Earth. Okay. So now which is vacuum or which is empty. So now here we are able to receive the radiation from the Sun and heat from the Sun. But here we are not able to get the sound from the Sun, because between Earth and Sun, so here there is no medium, there is no either liquid medium, gaseous medium or solid medium. That's why sound is not audible. So sound not able to travel without a medium. That's why we are not able to listen the sound. But we are getting the radiation or light from the Sun. It means light or radiation is able to pass through the vacuum as well as through the medium also. Okay, so now here they do not require medium. Electromagnetic radiations do not require medium. So right, these are the postulates in the wave theory, guys, given by James Maxwell. And next let us discuss the wave properties. This electromagnetic radiation, which is in the form of a wave, so we have to know the wave properties. There are certain properties of waves. Let us discuss about them. So next, guys, wave properties. First one, wavelength. So wavelength means very simple. The distance between the two consecutive or nearest crust or nearest troughs is known as wavelength. So now this is waveform. Here this is known as crust and which is known as trough. Now this is the nearest crust of the first one. So distance between these two nearest crust is known as wavelength, which is represented with a lambda. So now this distance is known as wavelength. Or you can consider as the distance between two nearest troughs is also known as wavelength. Right? And here wavelength units are, we can take nanometers, angstroms, picometers and centimeters. So now guys, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters, and 1 angstrom equal to 10 power minus 10 meters, and 1 picometer equals to 10 power minus 12 meter, 1 centimeter equals to 10 square meters, 10 power minus 2 meters. That is about units of the wavelength. Next one, wave number. So wave number means which is a number. So the number of waves present in 1 centimeter distance. The number of waves present in 1 centimeter distance is known as wave number. So now guys, you see, you take this one as 1 centimeter distance. In 1 centimeter distance, so how many waves are there? That number is known as wave number. Let us count this. So here one wave. So from here to here one wave or one cycle. In the next one, this is the second wave, and this is third wave. So now here guys, in 1 centimeter distance, you have 3 waves. So now wave number represented with nu bar here is equal to 3 in 1 centimeter. So that is, you can write like this, centimeter inverse. It means in 1 centimeter distance 3 waves are there. Now in this case guys, this is also a 1 centimeter distance. Now here in this 1 centimeter distance, let us count how many waves are there. 1 and 2. So 2 waves are there guys here. So then here wave number mu bar is equal to 2 centimeter inverse. Okay. And guys, the relation between, so now here we can write the relation between wavelength and the next one wave number. Relation between wavelength lambda and the next one mu bar. So now guys, the relation is like this, lambda is equal to 1 by mu bar, or this one you can write like this, mu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. So now both are inversely proportional to each other. Our wavelength is a reciprocal of wave number, or wave number is a reciprocal of wave number. Wavelength is a reciprocal of wave number. So now you see guys, here you see the wavelength and you count the wave numbers, and here also you see the wavelength and you count the number of waves. Here you see guys, wavelength is more here. Wavelength is more. Compare the wavelength here and here. Here wavelength is more. As a result, wave number decreases. Now in this case guys, here wavelength is less. Wavelength is less comparing to that one. So then here wave number should be more comparing with in this one. So now here mu bar increases. So this is the relation between wavelength and next one wave number. So next let us see another wave properties. So right guys, the next wave properties, frequency, time period and amplitude. So frequency means the number of waves passed through a particular point in 1 second time is known as frequency. So right guys, for example there is a particular point. So now through this point, how many waves are passed in 1 second time is known as frequency. For example, if 3 waves are passing through the particular point in 1 second time, then 3 is frequency. 3 waves or 3 cycles in 1 second time or per second is known as frequency. For example, 4 waves are passing in 1 second time to a particular point, then frequency is 4 cycles per second. Okay. And the next one guys, units here you can take cycle per second, cycle per second. Next, wave per second, and this is equal to 1 Hz. So units of the frequency guys, 1 cycle per second, which is also equal to 1 wave per second, and this is also equal to 1 Hz. Hz is name of the scientist guys. So here Hz means Hz, so that is unit here, unit of the frequency. So now 1 cycle and 1 wave means, you see guys, which is known as a 1 cycle or 1 wave. So number of waves passed in 1 second time. Number of waves passed through the 1 second time, which is equal to 1 Hz. And time period. So time taken for a wave to pass through a particular point is known as time period. Right guys? Time period means the time taken by a particular wave to pass through a particular point is known as time period. Frequency means, so here in 1 second time how many waves are passing through a particular point is known as frequency. Time period means how the time taken by a wave to pass through a particular point is known as time period. So now from this two you can say that guys, these two are reciprocals to each other. Both are inversely proportional to each other. So you can write relation like this. Nu is equal to 1 by tau. Tau means time period. Nu means frequency. Or you can write like this also. Tau is equal to 1 by nu. This is the relation between frequency and the next one time period. And last one guys, amplitude. Of course, one more is there, velocity of light, velocity of radiation. Amplitude. Amplitude means the height of the crust or depth of the trough. For example, let me take one wave. which is a wave, guys. Now this is the height of the crest from the main position, and which is the depth of the trough. You know which is crest, which is trough. So now this distance is known as height of the crest, and this distance is known as depth of the trough. So this distance is known as amplitude, which is represented with a small v. And next is one more, that is velocity. Velocity is represented with the c. Velocity is represented with the c. Velocity is represented with the c. So velocity means guys, so the distance traveled by a wave in unit time or in 1 second time is known as velocity. So distance traveled by a radiation of wave in unit time is known as velocity. So now units guys, you can take meter per second or centimeter per second. So now the velocity of all electromagnetic radiations is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second or 3 into 10 power 10 centimeter per second. So these all are the wave properties. And next let us see the relation between the wave properties. The relation between the wave properties. The relation between frequency lambda and next one velocity of the light. So now you can write the relation like this: mu is equal to c by lambda. Mu is equal to c by lambda. Now from this guys, you can write yeah. So now from this we can write a relation between the nu bar lambda and the next one velocity of the light. So now this equation you take guys. So nu is equal to nu is equal to c by lambda. This one you can write like this: nu is equal to c into 1 by lambda. So already you know guys, 1 by lambda is equal to nu bar. 1 by lambda equals to nu bar. So instead of this, you can write guys c nu bar. You can write nu. This is the relation between frequency, velocity of the wave, and next one wave number. And this is the relation between frequency, wavelength, and next one velocity of the light.